Now let us try to understand about ICCP protocol. So ICCP protocol is nothing but Inter Control Center Communication Protocol. This protocol is utilized for the data communication between two control centers. The ICCP protocol, that is Inter Control Center Communication Protocol, is defined as IEC 60870-6-502. So ICCP protocol is used to provide data exchange over wide area network between utility control centers, other utilities, other power pools or regional control centers, and non-utility generators. So sometimes we need to send data from control center to another control center. So in that case, the data which needs to be communicated from control center to control center has to follow IC 60870-6-502 protocol, which is commonly known as ICCP protocol. So in ICCP protocol, we need the application association. So application association will help in stabilizing the connection between two ICCP instances before any data exchange take place between two control centers. This association can be initiated, concluded, or aborted by the ICCP instances. Now, the bilateral agreement and table for access control is required in the ICCP protocol. This bilateral agreement is nothing but the agreement between two control center for the data access. This tells you that what kind of data will be exchanged between two control center. So this has to be agreed upon by two control centers, that what kind of data they will share. What kind of data values we can share? Data values which are nothing but the objects which present the values of control center objects, including various points, that is analog, digital or control points, and the data structures. Datasets are the list of data value objects that can be created locally by the ICCP server or on request by the ICCP client. Information messages are those objects which are used to exchange the text or other data between two control centers. Transfer sets. So transfer set objects are used for complex data exchange scheme to transfer the data sets. So you can send all elements or subset of the data set elements using transfer sets. The devices are the ICCP objects that represent the controllable objects in the control center. So we use primarily these objects for the ICCP related data communication. So ICCP divides the entire ICCP functionality into 9 conformance block subsets. So what are these conformance blocks? So we will see that the block 1 is nothing but basic services, which talks about status and analog points, quality flags, timestamp, production events, association related datasets. Block 2 will be the extended dataset condition monitoring. Block 2 will provide the report on exception of data types that block 1 is able to transfer periodically. In block 3, we have the blocked data transfers, which provides a means of transferring block 1 and block 2 data types as block transfers instead of point by point. Block 4 contains the information messages. Here the information message objects or the simple text and binary files are shared. Block 5 is the device control, where the control requests such as on off, trip close, raise lower, etc. and the other digital set points are communicated. In block 6, mainly we share the program control, which allows an ICCP client to remote control the program executions on an ICCP server. Block 7 is the event reporting, which is the extended reporting to a client of any error conditions and the device state changes at a server level. Block 8 is the additional user objects, which talks about scheduling, accounting, outage, and other plant information related activities. Block 9 contains the time series data, which allows the client to request the server a report of historical time series data between the start and end date. So these are the 9 typical conformance blocks which are used in the ICCP data communication. The implementation of ICCP will declare the blocks which they provide support for. So when you will implement the ICCP protocol, you will tell what are the various blocks which you are implementing. Out of that, the block 1 is compulsory because it talks about the basic services which an ICCP communication has to follow. So the ICCP implementation will tell you that what level of support will be provided in terms of these blocks, and this information will be accordingly shared using ICCP protocol. Now the ICCP protocol can be secured by using secure ICCP, which is nothing but the extension of existing ICCP protocol. Here the transport layer security, that is TLS, is inserted into the appropriate layer of the standard communication profile so that the data communication can be secured. TLS is a certificate based cryptographic protocol that provides encryption and authentication for the ICCP protocol. The secure ICCP protocol provides the application layer authentication and message encryption between the ICCP servers.